Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to go over 30 side hustles to make money this year. I'm going to rate them. I consider myself a side hustle king as I have utilized so many in my lifetime. And I'm not only going to go over this list, but I'm going to give my perspective on the ones that I've tried or if they relate to ones that I've tried. So a great review of side hustles if you are a big side hustle person or you're looking to make extra cash. I think that this is a highly valuable video because not only are we going to just power through them and go over so many of them, but we'll get to have kind of a discussion on which ones are good for what kind of people and just so much valuable information. Let's jump right into it. So obviously I'm going to just try to power through this. I will link this article down below. Great information out there. So we'll see. So 30 side hustles. Let's power through this. I don't want this video to be like 30 minutes long. I want to make it short, simple, and sweet. So let's get through it. So first things first, they got freelancing. Now, an example of this, because this is very vague, would be things like utilizing on Fiverr, Upwork, freelancer.com. If you edit videos, that's very, very useful. Interior decorators, licensed real estate agents, trained bookkeepers, skilled mechanics. This is what it's listing, but there's also, if you are an artist or you know how to do art, there's so many examples out there where using your art and your ability to make art could be very useful. For example, if someone's creating a business and they need a logo for their business and you are good at art and you could figure out how to use that, then that would be amazing. Not to get sidetracked, but I absolutely love these ads that pop up. It's not letting me show it to you here, right there. You can see it says, put bananas in your garden and see what happens. Do you see that right there? Just crazy, ads lately. Just the most ridiculous clickbait stuff. So anyways, sorry to get sidetracked. I just thought it was funny. So once again, if you have the ability to do art, that is very useful. That can be useful for so many people out there. For logos for businesses, I mean, every business out there needs a logo, and their logo is like 30% of their business because that's the first thing people see and they want something catchy. And I don't know if you've ever tried to create a business out before, and when you go try to create your own business and you sketch up a logo, you realize, holy cow, I'm a business person. I'm not an artist. This just sucks. So most people are like that. I'm like that. I can't do art if my life depended on it. So if you have the ability to utilize art, whether it's drawing it down or using a computer software like Photoshop or something to really do graphic design and create that is something people will pay for. I have paid for it many, many times in my life. That is a massive use case that you can use. Now, that's one example of freelancing, but if you have any type of skill with freelancing, Fiverr, Upwork, I've used these to buy products from freelancers. So if you are a freelancer, you could sell your services on these websites. Let's pick up the pace. We got a little bit sidetracked and kind of went on that one for too long. So pet sitting, doggy daycare, very simple. There's apps that you can utilize. Just look up pet sitting app or doggy daycare apps, and they can hook you up with people where you can watch their animals for them. So if you love animals and you're good at taking care of them, you can do that for people and they will pay a lot of money. Why? Because everyone has pets. Pets are very expensive. And when you have a job to go to, you can't take your pet with you for the most part. So what happens to that pet? If they don't leave it at home, they need someone to take care of it. Or if they go on vacation, they need someone to take care of their pet for multiple days. That is where you can utilize that. Also, some people don't, dogs need to go on walks every single day. So if you can walk your dog, that's actually the next one right there. Dog walking. So once again, if you like walking dogs, now, in order to utilize a dog walking service, I'm going to give you some of my own experience from people that I know that have really made money doing this. No one's going to pay $50 for you to walk a dog. Okay. They want to pay $7. They want to pay $10 per walk. It's that you can't just go walk one dog and get paid $10 an hour. That sucks. You can make more money working at McDonald's. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get those big leashes, and you find a neighborhood, you schedule a time, get a bunch of people in, and you go walk like 5 dogs at once. Boom, you're making $50 an hour. And you could aim for $15 per walk. So if you do 15 dogs, 5 dogs, that's $75 an hour for just walking them. Very, very simple and easy way to make money. This is a great method. Once again, simple stuff. Anyone could pretty much do it. Once again, you got to be a people person. When you go find those people, be very, very polite with them. No one's going to give their dog to a stranger who's very mean or rude. And you want to make sure you're on time. You want to make sure you're on top of that. But great business, cash business, very easy to get into. Tech setup services. So once again, kind of like the freelancing, there's a lot of people out there creating businesses, and they may have a skill in one set, but maybe they aren't that great with tech setup. Maybe they might not be good at figuring out how to install stuff. If you know how to do that for them, they will pay you. You'd be surprised by what people are willing to pay when A, they don't have the ability to do something, or B, they don't have the knowledge or skill set. When it comes to side hustles, you want to really think about your skill set, things that you never would have thought people would pay for, and they will. Most people have some kind of skill set that other people don't have. So think about, write down on a list on a piece of paper, all the skills you have. And I bet there's some things on that list that someone else doesn't have. And it's not a skill that, you might be able to pick up in a day. So monetize that, make money off of that. And at the same time, it's not just about making money, it's about helping people. Find that perfect happy medium where you help people, they're willing to pay for it. They're not getting scammed. They're not getting overcharged, but you're still making it enough money so it's worth it for you. They're happy. That way your business grows. Once again, next one, blogging. So if you are good at making websites, do you see how there's ads? So remember how I got distracted and showed that ad? The reason I showed that to you is because I knew that this was one of them. That ad, it's crazy. It was a piece of dirt with a bunch of bananas in it. It said plant bananas for this result, or whatever it was. Some kind of clickbait thing immediately caught my attention. You can see the ads on the corner. I'm trying to cut them out right now, but you have ads on these websites. These companies are paying for these ads to be shown. So if you can create a website, for example, we are on a website right now showcasing blogging. So as you can see, this is a article listing a bunch of top side hustles. I click on this video. I'm being showed these ads. They're for Forbes, the author of or the website, is making money from that. So you can go create, and if you want to learn how to do that, there's YouTube videos that show you pretty much step by step what you need to do. You hook it up with Google or whatever service is available for the what you're doing, and you run ads on the website. And you can obviously create a website with Wix, Squarespace, whatever. Expect to spend $50 to $100 per year to run a basic blog. That's kind of usually what it is. If you can create a blog that is very, very interesting and can capture a lot of people's minds, they kind of stick to one thing maybe, then you can make money from the ads, not just from the ads being shown, but also affiliate marketing. You've probably heard that term. Maybe it's scary to you, but basically you put links to products. So if you do a blog that's like top 5 iPhone gadgets, and someone's like, oh, I'm interested in finding out what's up with these iPhone gadgets, you list those items, they click on those links to Amazon, they buy something, you make money from it. I know bloggers who make $20,000 to $40,000 a month. It is their full-time job, and it's taken a long time to build up that audience, but it's fairly easy work, and they kind of just run it themselves. So once again, great side hustle. Senior sitting and companion. So right here with advances in in-home senior care, a lot of old people have a lot of money. and a lot of them are very close to dying. And as grim as that may sound, when you're an old person that can't do anything and you're just sitting and you have a lot of money, you've got pretty much all the money you've saved your entire life, all of your assets, those people are willing to spend all of it because they know they're going to die soon. And what they want to do is enjoy their very last moments. There's many programs out there where you can be a companion, kind of like hang out with these old people and make money. And guess what? Old people are very cool. They have some of the greatest stories you'll ever hear, life lessons. So getting paid to hang out with them, it's a win-win. You get great information, unless the person's crazy, of course. But with these, companies that hook you up with these older people, obviously, if you're with someone that's crazy, they'll find someone new for you. But this is one of the very low-cost side hustles where you can just go hang out with these people and make money. Babysitting and childcare, obviously kind of the same thing, except for incredibly old people, incredibly young people. So once again, babysitting, childcare. This one's a little bit more difficult because obviously a child, you need to, know CPR, understand first aid and know how to take care of a child when things go wrong. But it's one of the most simplest things that's, been a job for ever and ever. There's places like Care.com, Sitter City, Urban Sitter. So places where you can, find the, people that need their children to be babysat. Personal assistant. So becoming a personal assistant. This one obviously sounds very simple. You go ahead and you become a personal assistant for someone. And that could be incredibly simple and easy stuff. Sometimes it may be hard stuff. Sometimes it may be very easy stuff. But basically, you're just running around doing little tasks. It's crazy for me to explain it because you pretty much already know what a personal assistant is probably. But you could use services like thumbtack.com and taskrabbit.com and figure out how to find people. Become their personal assistant. Okay, next on mobile car washing and detailing. So there's plenty of ways where you can create your own mobile car washing and detailing business. Now, this is one of those ones where there's so many of them out there. So in order to really penetrate the market, you need to do something different, do something very interesting. So if I were to do this, what I would do is I would undercut the cost of everyone, maybe even lose money, not lose money, but lose time in the beginning and just build up a giant clientele list. Then what you do is once they're, at that point, then you jack up your prices. The reason why you do that is because I personally have paid people to wash my cars for me, my work car, and I don't have time to deal with that. So I just pay them pretty much whatever. When I went to find someone or when I got offered, obviously I'm not going to go for the high price. But once I'm used to using the same person and they do a good job, when they say, hey, I need to raise the price so that I could survive, of course, I'm understanding I don't want to lose that person as someone who, provides a service for me. So I accept it. So you got to be a business savvy person to figure out how to penetrate this market because of how saturated it is. Although it's a very, very simple and easy job. Washing cars, it's not that hard to do. If you can figure out all the tips and tricks on how to do it, the tools are very, very simple and cheap and easy to buy. Great business. People will pay a lot of money, especially for more luxury cars. I mean, if you're just washing, people's work trucks, they're not going to pay a lot because they don't really care. But if you're washing people's Ferraris and G-Wagons and Bentleys, they will pay you hundreds of dollars. I know people who have made money charging $500 to wash a Ferrari. I think it's crazy, but it happens because those types of people have so much money. They want things done the right way. They can't screw around. You can make money doing that. So anyways, local handyman. Okay, we're already at 14 minutes right now, guys. So if you are still watching, I want you to know, good job. We're doing a great job. I'm going to power through the rest of this. So local handyman, if you are handy and you know how to turn a screwdriver or turn a wrench, or you can build things, well, once again, local handyman, people will pay money for it. Thumbtack.com, TaskRabbit, and Angie. There you go. There's the apps to sign up with. Think about it like this. Most people nowadays don't know how to do anything for themselves. There was a time in life when every man knew how to be a handyman. And even women knew how to do things. And now the women probably still know how to do the things, but the men don't know how to do anything anymore. It's actually quite surprising. And what's happening is that is creating a huge opportunity for local handymen. That's another reason why people like plumbers or electricians make more money now than ever before, because the average man that doesn't know how to do that kind of stuff anymore. They know how to work on computers. They know how to, become a computer software person, but they can't do basic maintenance around the house, and they will pay someone to do it. So if you know how to do basically the basic stuff, which you could watch YouTube videos and learn so fast, everything you need to know, you could become a local handyman, provide a service that people will pay a lot of money for. You would be surprised. And when it comes to creating your own little business and stuff, start high, charge a lot of money, see what you can get away with. If people don't bite, lower your prices. But start off high, see what will happen. People will pay a lot of money for basic stuff. Virtual assistant. Virtual assistants provide personal assistant services. So this is basically just like a personal assistant, but it's a virtual assistant. So you do it over the computer. Very simple. Once again, TaskRabbit, Chatterbox, Upwork to help market your services. Customer emails, travel booking, data entry, much more. Okay, now selling at local markets and festivals. So if you are a flipper, we've all been flippers. Most people that look at side hustles, being a flipper is a must at some point in your side hustle career. Basically buying something for a low price and selling it for a much higher price. Whether you go to a thrift store and buy something and sell it, once again, this might be on the list, but buying things and selling them on eBay is just like being a flipper. Although eBay has a lot of fees, you go to these local markets and festivals, you got to pay a certain amount of money to have a booth, but if you find certain items and you find your demographic, you can make a lot of money. Now, when it comes to this, here's a rule of thumb. I'm about to drop a bombshell piece of information for you. Do not buy items hoping to sell it to someone that, you don't know. Find the person you're going to sell it to, then buy the item. Okay? Do you understand where I'm getting here? Basically, figure out your audience, figure out what they buy, then buy the items that you can sell it to them. Okay, once you do that, you could make an ungodly amount of money doing this kind of thing. Okay, so figure out your audience. Figure out, okay, John, I'm just saying a random person's name. John likes, or whatever. People like John, and John like to buy Tommy Bahama shirts. Okay, they will pay $30, $40, $50 for a Tommy Bahama shirt, a good used one. And then you realize, okay, I could find these Tommy Bahama shirts for, $2, $3, at the store, at a thrift store, like a Goodwill or something. Okay, now you go to the Goodwill, you buy a bunch, and you start selling to John and other people like John. Now, the reason I give you that example is because that's exactly what I did. And I sold them on eBay for a certain period of time. And I made money doing that. So whether you sell to a local market, festival, eBay, Poshmark, what are the other ones? I can't remember. But there's a bunch of online websites where you could sell used clothes and all kinds of stuff. So once again, that is any kind of side hustle you do. This is probably the golden standard of side hustles is flipping, becoming a flipper. Okay. Now, next thing up, tutoring and instruction. Oh wow, we gotta hurry up. What were we at? We're at 12. Okay, we are already at 19 minutes right now, so let's go fast. Tutoring and instruction. If you have the ability to tutor people, like for example, you learn a lot of stuff, you know a lot of stuff, you can tutor people. If you're good at math, you can tutor people. I was a math tutor for a while. Wizen, Schooly, and TakeLessons.com. Boom. You guys all know what tutors are, so I don't need to explain it. Self-publishing ebooks. So right here, if you have the ability to come up with a story, you can hire a ghostwriter and editor to complete a book for you. Then you sell it on platforms like Amazon, and you can make ebooks. So that's a huge thing. So self-publishing ebooks can be very low cost if you write your book and develop your own cover art. Once again, costs a little bit of upfront money because you got to hire that ghostwriter. And then, obviously you got to get it published. But if you make a book, I'm going to drop another bombshell on you. Okay. Children's books. Look into it. I don't want to go too long onto this, but look into it. A lot of money can be made very easily. Okay, online courses and coaches. So once again, coming out with a course. Okay, when you hear course, when I hear course, I think scam, because most courses are scams. Don't be a scammer. Don't come out with some BS course about how to make money and sell it to people. If you know how to make money, give it to people for free. There's no need to sell a course, because if someone's putting it behind the paywall, it's probably some BS. Real courses would be, let's say, for example, you are a top-selling real estate agent. Okay, you have a lot of skill in something, but you've actually done it before. Then you can sell your ideas and skills and techniques through a course or coach people. There's nothing wrong with that. Once again, only sell skills and stuff that have proven to work for you. If you're selling something that's never worked for you before, that's kind of a scam. I would never in a million years ever promote that. I think it's wrong. I think those people, there's a special place in hell for those people. And that's me putting it lightly. So anyways, here we go. Digital product sales. So creating and selling digital products in your free time is another low to no cost side hustle idea. Digital artwork, logos, music, photography, video, and website design templates are a hot market. You can cash in by creating these digitally and selling via download on your own website. So digital stuff people will buy. Do you remember the whole NFT thing? Yeah, that was absolutely nuts. And that was something that made people money. Okay, YouTube channel. Being a YouTuber can make you money. Oh my God, I'm a YouTuber. I have this channel. You are watching a YouTube video on a YouTube channel. Do you make money from YouTube? Yes. Do I make money from making these videos? Yes. Not a lot. Actually, very little. But the idea is that it grows and you can make more money. That's no, surprise. When you make a YouTube video, there's ads that are played in the YouTube video and you make money from it. Now, in order to make good money from it, you really need to make, hundreds of thousands to millions of views. So if you're not making that much, you can make money if you do sponsors. So that's one great way people make money. But this is something that for many people, if you can create a YouTube channel and somehow get views, provide some kind of value, there you go. You could make money. Now, the best thing as one YouTuber to you, and some of you may be watching and may be a much better YouTuber than me, but I can tell you the number one thing you want to do when you create a YouTube channel is figure out how you can provide value to someone, whether that's entertainment, information, provide value. If you're just posting a video, there's no value in it. It's never going to really gain traction. I could be wrong. I've seen examples on YouTube that just make no sense whatsoever. But if you're going to try it and put the time and effort, figure out how to provide value to people. And there we go. Getting calls, getting annoyed. Viral social media creator. I'm going to skip over this one because I think that this is just really dumb. Becoming a viral social media creator. Everyone knows what that is. And that's not a side hustle. It's a very, very hard thing to do, So anyways, influencer marketing. Okay, influencer marketing is very interesting. So once again, if you create an influencer marketing agency or whatever it may be, you help basically influencers hook up with companies and make money. You're basically becoming a middleman. So for example, you have influencer, let's call him Joe. He does TikTok dances. Okay. And he wants to make money. So he wants to work with, let's say a company that sells concert tickets. Okay. How do you link those up? Well, if you go in and you email these companies and link them up and you act as a middleman, and let's say that a concert company that sells concert tickets is willing to pay $5,000 for a video, and Joe's like, yeah, I would love $5,000. You get in the middle, and then you talk to Joe and you say, hey, I got $2,500 for you to do this ad. And Joe's like, oh, $2,500? Sure, I'll take that. That's nice. Okay. So you get 5,000 from the concert ticket company. You give Joe the 2,500. You keep 25 for yourself. Boom. That's what influencer marketing is. The whole influencer marketing agency that you yourself can do. It's not that hard. There's so many agencies out there that are really just run by one person acting as a middleman. The influencer does not even need you. You're just acting as a middleman. The influencer can do it themselves. But believe it or not, many influencers are really, really dumb and they don't know how to write an email. If you know how to write an email and be polite, you can make a ton of money from it. Create a podcast. I'm going to skip over this one too because I'm trying to give you guys real information that actually does stuff. So there you go, podcast. Much easier said than done. Okay, become an e-commerce reseller. So this is just like the flipping thing we were talking about earlier. So buying things at one price, selling them at a higher price. I already talked about it. Take online surveys. I know that we're just trying to power through this right now, but I want to say if you are still watching this, you're doing a great job. I hope that you're getting as much immense value out of this as possible. As a business person myself, I think that it doesn't matter how much money you make or how successful you are, you need to train your mind into always thinking about how can I provide value and make money from that? How can I make money in a situation? But I got to provide value to run so-and-so business. So side hustles are a great way to engage the mind and get the mind to start thinking that way. If you're brand new to this, then you are in the right course. You're going to be very successful because you're taking the right steps. A video like this going over 30 things, it seems overwhelming, but it just bombards your brain into thinking like a business person. When you start thinking like a business person, you become a business person. And I can tell you in my experience, you do not have to be smart to make money. I know some of the biggest idiots of all time that make tons of money. You have to be a hard worker and you have to just put the effort in. Effort equals results. You do that and you'll make money. Take online surveys. Once again, another load of crap. You will see videos out there on YouTube that are very clickbaity saying, oh, take online surveys and make all this money. And I look at that and I'm thinking, oh, wow, this guy got a lot of views from it. Maybe I should make a video on that. And then my instinct says, no, it's a scam. There's no way in hell I'm making a video like that. Taking online surveys, people talk about it. You could get very, very little per survey. You try going and doing this. The benefit of it is that it's a no-cost side hustle idea. It doesn't cost you any money. But really, reality, you're not going to make any real money with that. It's kind of crap. So skip over test app and platforms. So once again, if you can, this is something that can very well work. If you can find the company, and sometimes you can email companies and find jobs where they need someone to test an app and a platform, and they will pay you large amounts. So it says $10 to $150 or more for a few minutes or hours every time. It can be quite lucrative. It's hard to find these, but it is true. You can do this, and I've done this before, because when someone comes up with an app or website or whatever, they need to find all the bugs. And sometimes just reading the code and trying to find the bug is too hard and it would cost too much money to have someone look through it. Sometimes it's easier to have some random person just run through the app and just click buttons until they find the bug. That can be very useful. And if you do that, you have to have a monkey could do it. No skills whatsoever, and you make money from it. So it's something that you can do. I keep seeing all these banana ads now. Put bananas in your garden and just watch. It's crazy. But you see, Forbes is making money from that. Sell artisan products. So once again, if you love painting, woodworking, baking, sewing, knitting, or crafting other homemade goods, you get cash in on your passion by selling this. Great side hustle, because once again, anything that has quality and is handmade, is top of the line when it comes to demand nowadays, because everything is made in China. Everything is made out of crappy plastic. There's no quality in any products anymore. So if you actually know how to create something and it is of high quality, people will spend a lot of money for it. Especially woodworking items. Sell goods via dropshipping. Okay, once again, dropshipping. You can make a lot of money with dropshipping. There are plenty of people who do it. Do not fall into the dropshipping world where people are just trying to sell you courses. Dropshipping got ruined. I remember the good old days of dropshipping when no one talked about it. It wasn't a word. It was just something you did. Then the word dropshipping became a thing, and it got destroyed by all the, gurus that were supposed to make you millions of dollars very fast. All you had to do is spend $5,000 a month on their stupid courses, and the whole idea of dropshipping got ruined. It can be done. I'm sure, YouTubers that do real good videos giving you very valuable information on how to do dropshipping. Although I would say that this is not for the faint of heart, and it's not for brand new people into the whole side hustle world. Maybe start off with something a little more simple, lower startup cost. And once you're, a really good entrepreneur, then go into that. But if you go into it, super fresh, probably going to lose money. It's not an easy thing to do. Sell print-on-demand products. So this is kind of like drop shipping, except lower startup costs, because basically you could make designs, put them on shirts or mugs or pillows or whatever, and sell them. And what happens is you don't have to actually buy the product and then ship it off. What happens is when someone orders it through your website, it prints it after they ordered it and then ships it to them. So much lower cost. Once again, this is also a difficult thing because you got to learn advertising, whether you spend the money on advertising or you figure out how to advertise for free for yourself. So once again, I would classify this as a more advanced technique. It can be done. You can make a lot of money from it if you do it right. So if you're brand new, maybe jump into a different side hustle, learn how business works, and get a little more experience before you dive into that. Self-published print-on-demand books. Same thing with print-on-demand, basically. Sell products using retail arbitrage. So this is basically like flipping. You buy something that is in retail for a certain price. Let's say it's a clearance or markdown product, and then you go sell it at a higher price. Once again, you can make a lot of money from it because the massive amount of volume, you need money to start up with it, and not an easy thing to do. So once again, I would classify this as a more advanced tool, a side hustle. Sell proprietary goods. Good idea if you don't mind making an upfront investment, which obviously most of you guys probably aren't. But if you come up with a deal with a factory and you can actually create goods and sell them, you can make lots of money. But once again, you need a lot of money to start off with. And I would say that this is considered like the most advanced side hustle on this list. Sell private label products. Can you believe we're already at the end? We have 32 minutes. I did not want it to be this long, but it's fine. A lot of valuable information. So sell private label products. That's basically when you find a product that already exists and then you come up with your label, slap it on, boom, sell it. When you go to the store and you buy something, let's say you go for a certain item and you go look for that item and you find 5 brands of that item. Most of the time, 3 of those brands are the exact same formula, exact same product, but you have 3 different companies that have thrown their label on it. That is private label products. You find an item that's like made in some Chinese factory and you throw your logo on it and then you sell it. So once again, up in the advanced categories, but it's important whether these are advanced categories or not. You still need to know what they are, because as a side hustler, as someone who wants to make money, it's good that you understand what all these things are. So right here, side hustles to avoid. So some things real quick is things that require licensing or certification. I don't know why it says you should avoid it. If that's something you want to do, go ahead, do that. Multi-level marketing. Yes, these are known as pyramid schemes. Multi-level marketing is the legal pyramid scheme, but they will screw you over. And someone will come to you and they will tell you, trust me, I've made so much money doing it. You can make money too. Most likely you will not. It's a pyramid. Some people make it, but most people do not. So I'm telling you right now, just kind of bottom line, look at all this at face value. Sorry, don't look at all this at face value. Dive a little bit deeper. If you are on a journey to make money, which you probably are if you clicked on this video, hopefully you learned a lot in this little 30 minutes. I wanted to kind of just fire through so much. And, sometimes when it comes to being an entrepreneur, this is a lifestyle thing. This is something that takes years and years and a lot of failures to create someone who can actually make a lot of money. Nothing's ever easy. And if anyone ever tells you that there's easy money, it's because they're about to slam you with some kind of product that they're going to try to sell you. So it's good. I think that this is very valuable to kind of just dive into it, just kind of learn a lot. But the first thing, most importantly, I could say is just start. The sooner you start, sooner you fail, which is good because chances are, for myself and most people I know, anyone who's ever made money, their first like 5 to 10 little businesses are complete failures. But you learn from your mistakes, and then eventually you'll have a business that makes you so much money that you realize, holy cow, all of my failed businesses, even though I may have lost money, I lost time, it doesn't even matter anymore because my new business is making me so much money. It's so much better than working at McDonald's. So once again, there's light at the end of the tunnel. You got to push towards it. Always educate yourself. Don't forget to subscribe. Smash the like button if you feel like you got something out of it. If you didn't, then don't. Comment down below if any of these have worked for you. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one.